Today I'm reviewing the CyberPowerPC Gamer Xtreme VR gaming desktop with an Intel Core i5-14400F, NVIDIA GeForce RTX 5060T 8GB, 16GB of DDR5, and a 2TB PCIe 4.0 SSD. If you want to check current pricing or availability, it's linked below. I've been using this system daily over the last several weeks, gaming sessions, background apps, web work, and normal desktop use, so the impressions here come from real behavior, not just numbers. Let's set expectations clearly. This isn't a high-end flagship machine. It's positioned toward mainstream gamers who want solid performance at 1080p and decent capability at 1440p without spending into premium tiers. In real-world gaming, the Core i5-14400F paired with the RTX 5060T produces smooth, reliable performance at 1080p in most modern titles. Competitive games like Valorant, Fortnite, CS2 and Apex Legends sit comfortably above typical esports frame ranges with high settings. Looping from match to match, frame pacing feels stable rather than spiky, which matters in actual play. At 1440p in heavier AAA games, performance is practical and playable at high settings, though you'll often dial back to balance visuals and frame rates. It's not chasing ultra details at higher resolutions, but it handles the reality of modern AAA gaming for its price and class. Outside gaming, everyday responsiveness feels solid. Switching between browser tabs, chat apps, background downloads and creative tools doesn't introduce noticeable lag. That smoothness and daily flow is one of those subtle things you appreciate when you use a desktop like this all day. Thermals and noise are practical for this segment. Under sustained gaming, the cooling solution keeps temperatures in a safe range. There's audible fan activity under load, but it doesn't become distracting or erratic. In light use, media playback, light browsing, it settles into a low hum that sits comfortably in the background. Memory and storage behavior lines up with expectations for this class. 16 GB of DDR5 is enough for gaming today and for most multitasking, though intensive content creation workflows or very heavy browser use could benefit from a bump to 32 GB down the road. The 2TB PCIe 4.0 SSD is a meaningful plus in everyday use. Fast boot times and ample space for a broad game library keep load times quick without needing immediate expansion. Build quality and usability are straightforward. The case has a clean, functional look, and internal layout doesn't feel cramped, which matters if you ever want to tweak or upgrade parts later. Wi-Fi readiness out of the box avoids needing an add-on adapter if you're not hardwired. Now, limitations matter. The RTX 5060T is capable but modest relative to higher-tier cards. It's a competent performer at 1080p and practical at 1440p, but it won't chase ultra settings with consistent high refresh rates in every AAA title. That's simply a consequence of the GPU tier. If maximum frame rates at higher resolutions are your primary goal, a higher-tier GPU would be the logical next step. Also, the i5-14400F, while strong for its class, doesn't deliver the same raw CPU headroom as higher-tier processors in demanding creative workloads. It's great for gaming and general tasks, but it's not built for heavy content creation workflows where every core count matters. So who is this for? If you want a capable 1080p gaming PC with reliable frame pacing, strong everyday responsiveness with fast storage, practical capacity for a broad game library, simple setup and usable performance out of the box, this configuration represents a balanced choice. If your sole priority is ultra-high performance at higher resolutions, or you plan serious creative workloads alongside gaming, you may want to evaluate higher GPU or CPU tiers. Check current pricing below and evaluate it against your needs.